Hey guys, welcome back. So it's a beautiful evening outside. I was gonna plant in the morning, but I decided it was so nice and cool and breezy that I'd come out here this evening and do it and get it done. I'm gonna also film my garden tour tonight as well. And I'll probably post this after that just because I've got so many videos lined up. I film so many in a week and I only post 3. So it's so easy for me to fall behind. I'm actually a couple weeks behind schedule. So if you see me planting my garden in June, just know I got it done like the very end of May. Anyway, it's been a little crazy, but I figured you guys don't care and it will just keep the videos coming. But anyway, this will probably go up after that. But as you can see by the title, I have 2 new David Austin roses that I got from their website. I was kind of curious to order them as I think are these 2 quart? They're really small. I was kind of surprised. I definitely prefer to buy them in the nursery, and the nurseries usually buy the bare roots and then grow them on, at least our local nursery does. And I feel like they're huge. Like I'll show you an example of that. But these are quite small, and of course they have to travel, so they don't look super happy, but I think they're going to be just fine. I had bought a rose off Etsy, and apparently I've discovered that that's kind of here illegally. I don't know. I didn't know that, but it started out small. This is its 3rd year and it's actually doing pretty well. So I just have a feeling these are going to take a while to get going. I think I do prefer bare root. I feel like you get a bigger plant with the bare root. So anyway, it's good to try this out because I have never tried before, and it's good to show you guys too, just so you know. I've seen people talk online about how it's so much better in the UK than it is. I know they grow them here in the US and Texas, but I just expected them to be a little bit bigger, but I think they're going to be totally fine. I'm not that worried about it. Let's take a look and I'll show you what I have. Okay, so these are my 2 little babies. And I left them as is. Definitely want to pull some leaves off, and we'll do that in a minute. But first, let me tell you what I have here. So this one here is Desdemona. This is a beautiful, I thought it was kind of a pure white when I got one last year, but it's kind of a peachy white. It's really, really pretty. And I have one in I call it my forest bed. It's my bed over here along the creek. And I'm gonna plant, I wanna do 3 eventually in that spot and just have a big mass of white roses because I love them there. And though I was kind of testing out to see how the other one did because that hill's kind of dry, but it's done really well. So I'm gonna plant another one and we'll see how that does, and maybe I'll add a 3rd one shortly after that, maybe next year. So that's Desdemona. And then I'll put up some stats too so you guys can see, because I don't have that here with me, but it's a beautiful creamy peach white rose. And then this one I'm really excited about because it's supposed to have really big blooms on it. And in this area right here, I have a James Austin, which is a darker pink. And then I've just added 2 more right here. They look really big in the nursery, but when you get them in the ground, of course, that big pot of dirt goes in the ground. So they're quite small still. If you saw this previous video, put all these kind of darker roses down here in this section, have this section be darker or mid-tone pinks. So I have Munstead Wood, Darcy Bustle. Let's look at these close up because this is going to be a quick little video, so we'll do a little show and tell. I mean, it's trying its best. It's pretty much bloomed, and the blooms went pretty quick on this one, but it is stunning, and they kind of brought this one back after not being on the market, so I feel kind of lucky to get it this year because I know a lot of people are looking for it. And then I have Darcy Bustle, which is bringing on quite a few more blooms. Get out of there, guys. And this one's really pretty too. It's showing it more pink. It is leaning more purple in real life. And it's just stunning. You can see the purple around the edges. So these all complement each other very well. Actually, I was careful to kind of pull up pictures and see what would look good next to each other. It looks really good with that like purpley pink. There's no blooms right now. I just pruned it, but you can see from the bud it's kind of a purpley pink. And at the end of the day, you guys, I have a hard time speaking. Something's wrong with my brain. I'm getting old. This is Princess Alexandra of Kent. And I'm so excited for this one, even though it's just a little baby. I hope it does good down here. Starting out as a little baby, we'll just make sure we keep it watered. I am going to take these sad leaves off just because I think it'll be so much happier without those, and I'll feel so much better. There's no black spot. I know some people have talked about they get their rose right away and it has black spot. I don't see any of that. So I think it's totally fine, but I am gonna take these off. And I really think this is just due to travel and being in the mail and being in a box. I mean, it probably took them 4 or 5 days to get here. So they're doing the best they can. And they're just little guys. They're cute though. I'm gonna break off this dead branch. Okay, so we are gonna plant them. I'm gonna do the Princess Alexandria of Kent first, right here next to James Austen. And I am gonna move this right here. This isn't a Stilby bulb that I put in here, but these just really struggle. I mean, they don't ever get bigger than this. And then I did plant some snapdragons here. These ones are actually doing better than a lot of my other ones, but I'll probably transplant those somewhere else. But yeah, I'm gonna move my hellebore right here, and then I'll plant the baby one here. So let's start out with that. I do have some compost. I have some steer compost, and my nails are disgusting because I just laid down some mulch in an area that needed a little refreshing, and it is the black mulch. So I have this steer compost, which I think will be good, that I'll mix in with the soil. Quite a big hole, bigger than the pot. I don't think it needs to be 16 inches like I did when I did these, because I mean, these pots are quite a bit smaller. You just want to get like 4 or 5 inches around the plant to get some good compost mixed in with that soil. I will use biotone to help those roots get established. And then technically for baby roses, or 1 year, the first year, you're not supposed to use granular plant fertilizer, but I did on these, and I have before, and it's fine. Since these are so little, I don't think I'll do it this year. Maybe I'll come in at the end of the summer. I don't know, just depends on timing, because you don't want to do it too late and encourage growth too late in the season. But today I'm not going to, and we'll see how it does. Sometimes it can burn the roots, but honestly, you know what, I'm going to sprinkle just a tiny bit around it, so at least I'll have some sort of nutrients and help it a little bit. I think it's totally fine. But if you're worried about it, just follow what David Austin says. You're really not supposed to use granular fertilizer on, I think, bare root roses and first year roses, whatever that means. I mean, these are pretty baby. That's the only reason I'm concerned. Those look pretty more well established. But anyway, you can choose what you want, but that's the information. So I think I will move some of these snapdragons, yeah, just so they can have a chance somewhere else. And then we'll get this moved and then plant it here. And some dirt. Compost and some dirt, and then I'll mix it up. Wood chips. This for the roots. Let's take it out. My little guy, I hope he gets sun back here. This might block it. We'll see how this goes. I definitely think I like the bare root a little better. Oh, you hear the ducks flying. Some more compost. they can sink down a little bit, so I do plant them just a tiny bit high. And I think I'm gonna leave them alone for a while and not put any fertilizer on. We'll do that. Mulch back. Mulch is getting old. I need to switch to something different than this bulky stuff. I get tired of it. Okay. Okay, little guy. Do good. Do good here, buddy. Okay. That was the easiest rose planting thing I've ever done. Okay, we're here by my creek. And this is where my Desdemona is. It's all done blooming. I'll try to insert a video of it blooming. Look at how messy these olive trees are. I'm glad it's windy because as soon as this wind is done blowing, it blows all these things out of the tree. I'm gonna come and put some mulch in here and it's gonna look so nice. But these trees are just messy. They drop about 3 times a year. Oh, annoying. Okay, but it's doing well. It's doing well here. I was kind of worried about this spot. Looks like we're getting ready to have another one. And see how this, I feel like all my roses have thrips. Oh my gosh. So if I do 3, I can probably do this one here. And I just watered this area last night and it looks like it gets damp here. So I think I will do this one here. And then I can do another one down here or one up a little higher. So I think that will be cute, or maybe 2's enough. We'll see. But I think this is a good spot for it to go. So we'll put it right there. This might be hard to film. I might not be able to give you a close up of this one on this hill. It's trying to be nice, but I got a complaint. Not happy with this. This is what they filled this with. Like, there needs to be more dirt to actually hold the roots. I feel like it just all fell apart, and so my rose is just loose roots. That is stressing me out. Especially in this area that's really hard. And I'm going out of town, so now I'm a little worried, but this is a test. We'll see how these do. That I'm not happy with. That one fell more apart than the other one because it was full of these chunky mulch pieces. That should not be in there. It should be dirt. So totally complaining about that. Let's hurry and get this in the ground. Now that we trim those trees up there, this is exposed to more sun. I was worried about that. So I'm doing a little supplemental water up here. So annoying. They did get a little carried away, but it is much better. I just need to get used to it. It always stresses me out. Okay, let's water in that other rose. Hey, so here's my little area. And here's my little guy. Please do good, buddy. Oh, I'm really stressed about these. So, you know what? It's the first time doing this, so it's good to know they are cheaper than bare root. Now I know why. And the nursery is the best way to go, but sometimes they don't always have the ones you want. So we will see how these do. I'll keep you updated. The hellebore, I should probably cut those blooms back, but I'm not going to right now. They'll be all dead by the time I get back in town, and then I'll cut them all off then. But I think that should do fine. I have transplanted that like a couple times now. And then down here, let's go look and see. Love this time of night. I need to blow this path off before I do my garden tour. There he is. See him? Right there. Desdemona. Do good, buddy. Someone asked me how far apart I plant them. 1.5 to 2 feet is about what I do. From center to center, and I feel like that's good. I kind of like them to grow together a little bit, but if you want some space to walk around them a little bit, then I do like 2.5 feet at least, and obviously it depends on the size of your rows, but I think that will look good. I'm glad to have a few more there, and that will provide a little shade, more shade for this area, and it'll get quite a bit of sun in this spot. So that is it. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I appreciate that. I am so grateful for everyone who follows me. I'm getting close to 10,000 subscribers, which is crazy. It took me a longer time to build up my nail channel than this one. So I just appreciate you guys, and I'm having so much fun doing this, even though I'm a little behind right now, but there's a lot more videos to come, and I apologize that they're late. So thanks so much for watching, and we will see you guys in my next video. Bye.